When you leave somebody in your past, right? When you make a decision that says, you know what, this person isn't going to be a part of my life no more for whatever reason. And you don't have to explain your reason on here because that person gave you a reason for whatever it is. Maybe it wasn't nothing bad. Maybe you just outgrew that person, outgrew that circle, outgrew that friendship. But I'm telling you, when you leave a person in your past that still wants to be a part of your life, they will do anything. They will do you wrong. They will do anything to mess up your future. When you leave a person in your past that can no longer benefit from your life, when you have moved on from a person and you left them in your past, when they still want so much of your life, they still want to be around you because it's beneficial, right? They still want to say they're your friend because it opened up doors for them. But when you leave a person in your past that still wants to be in your life, they will do everything they can to mess up your future. Whether that's a relationship that tries to mess up your new relationship, whether that's a business partnership that tries to mess up, a business partner that tries to mess up your new opportunities by throwing salt in your name, by dragging your name through the mud, or maybe it's even friendships, right? And they spread lies and gossip about you to make your new friends, your new circle that's a part of your future, question your integrity, question your morals, question your character. But I want to tell you this, like my mom always told me, man, the best response to that is to keep on living. The best response is to have your character response. The best response is to take your life to the next level. Don't spend your life trying to persuade somebody to love you that's committed to misunderstanding you. Don't spend the rest of your life trying to get people to like you that's committed to misunderstanding you. And you got to understand that some of us, we allow a person in our past that's no longer a part of our life, that's no longer a part of our present, that's not helping us do anything, control so much of our life. It's a reason why they're a past friend. It's a reason why they're a past relationship. It's a reason why they're a past business partner. Because that's where they belong, in your past. Some of you are carrying people in your life, not physically, but spiritually and emotionally, that's supposed to stay in your past, that's supposed to be last season, that's supposed to have been years ago. You're carrying them in your now. You're allowing them, ooh, it's windy, physically, emotionally, to mess up your life. Oh, my hat. As the wind is blowing, hold on. Right? You're allowing that. I'll tell you right now. Another thing, man, people will do you wrong, okay? When they see you as an opportunity, I want to be clear about this, man. When people see you as an opportunity, a matter of fact, let me talk about this one first. When someone hates their life, I always say this, you will never meet a happy hater. You will never meet a fulfilled hater. You will never meet somebody who truly loves their life, who's grateful for their life, that will sit here and try to ruin your life. I don't care if they like you or not. There's a lot of people that I don't like. I'm going to be real with you, but I don't spend any time trying to ruin their life because you know what? I'm grateful for mine. But I'll tell you right now, people will do you wrong when they hate their life. When they hate their life, I want you to understand this. When they hate their life, they will do anything, right, to make you not love yours. When they hate their life, they will do anything to make you not love yours. They'll make you feel insecure. They'll talk about you, spread lies about you, you know, comment on your life, on your journey, saying you ain't gonna ever be nothing, you ain't nothing, you ain't doing nothing with your life. And we allow those lies from people that hate their own life to affect us. That's why I tell people online, can't nobody online send me a message or comment to me in my comment box about me, some hate that's gonna make me ever stop doing what I'm doing. I love my life to allow somebody who hates theirs make me hate my life. I love my life too much to allow somebody who hates theirs to make me hate my life. I love my life too much to allow somebody who hates their life make me start disliking mine. And a lot of us, what we do is we fall victim of it. You allowing people that ain't fulfilled, that are miserable, that ain't happy, to sit here and make you feel like your life ain't worth loving. You allow them to project their insecurities on you. And you adopt their insecurities. Another thing, is I'm almost at my car. I just want to check in with y'all today. Another thing, you have to understand this. I'm sorry it's so windy, y'all. When someone sees you as an opportunity, okay, and this is a side note. Now I'm gonna try to wait till I get to my car so y'all can really hear me. So give me a second. Don't leave. Give me about 30 seconds. So this wind can die down, because I want y'all to hear this part. It's a beautiful day out here, man. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful, beautiful day. Every day above ground is a beautiful day. Praise God for it, man. You know, I've learned to praise God for my enemies, praise God for my hard times, praise God for it all, because as the Lord said, it's all working for your good when you love him. Perfect. All right, I'm in my car. So, all right, let me say this real quick. Thank y'all for staying on here. I know this isn't the most ideal live because it's super windy, but I want to say this, man. Say this. When people see you as an opportunity, okay? My lips are, hold on, let me get some water. My lips are super dry. When people see you as an opportunity, and please understand this, because some of you don't even know that you're an opportunity, right? Sometimes people will see something inside of you that you don't even see in yourself yet. You might be an opportunity to a relationship connection. You might be an opportunity to something you don't even know, right? A lot of times, if you don't know, you're probably an opportunity to a connection they want from your life. And not everybody's like this, but when people do you wrong, and I know some of us have been here before, and I want to talk about this because I think it's very, very important. That's why it's so important, man, to not believe what people say and trust what people do. It's so important not to believe the presentation, but believe somebody's consistency and patterns. Anyways, when people see you as an opportunity, okay, they will do everything. They will do everything to convince you they're for you, okay, when they're really just for themselves. I want to repeat. When people see you as an opportunity, they will convince you. They will go over the top. You probably question, like, is this real? Like, this is too good to be true, because it probably is. They will do anything. They will do anything, right? When it says opportunity, they will do anything to convince you that they're for you when they're really just for themselves. I can speak for an hour on this, whether it's been companies that's come in my life, whether it's been people that come into my life. And unfortunately, I get this a lot because of my position, because of my platform. And I've had people literally in my life that have been around me every single day, right? That have really almost convinced me that they were for me, but they were really for themselves. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you how you know. When you choose you, you're going to see who's really for you. When you choose you, you're going to see who's really for you. When you do what's right for you, you're going to see who's really for you, because somebody who's truly for you will applaud you for doing what's right for you. Somebody who truly wants to see you win will applaud you for doing what's right for you to win. But what's going to happen once you stop being beneficial to them, or once that opportunity that they see in your life closes, you're going to see that they're really for themselves. And I've seen this over and over and over and over again. I've seen, like, literally, I pick people up from rock bottom, literally, to give them a platform, to give them a voice, to give them whatever it may be, because I believed in them. And I don't regret it, because I know when you do things from your heart, I know when you plant seeds of goodness, God's going to bless you. So I never look for the reciprocation from man, right? When I do something for people, I never look from reciprocation from man. I never look from the award from man. My dad told me this a long time ago. God's reward is better than man's reward. That's why my life is so blessed. And I'm not talking about followers. I'm not talking about what you may think I have. I'm talking about my life is blessed when you look around holistically. My life is blessed because I bless other people, not with any expectation in return. But one thing is for sure about me. I'm human. I'm not going to be used over and over and over again. And some of us, we fall victim to that because we allow people to butter us up. We allow people to literally secure our insecurities. What does that mean, Trent? I'm going a whole nother path. Secure your insecurities. When people, all right, I'm going to give y'all a master class right now, all right? I wish I would have talked about this at the beginning. For you guys that stayed on, you about to get a class right quick. I'll tell you right now, one of the tricks of somebody who really is not for you, that sees you an opportunity, they will do anything to secure your insecurities. And don't overthink this, because this doesn't apply to all, but if you have a person that's always asking you questions about your life, right? And it seems a little off. They always asking you questions. They want to know everything about you. They want to know this. They want to know that. I'm not saying that it means this person wants to use you, but to me, it raises my antennas, right? Because I'm like, does this person really care about me? Or are they just trying to figure out what I'm missing in my life so they can apply, they can fill the void in what I'm missing to make me think that they're really for me? Because one of the tricks of the enemy, and I want you to understand this, a lot of people don't understand this. One of the tricks of the enemy is that the enemy wants you to trust. Because when you trust, you open up your heart. When you trust, you let your guards down. When you trust, you give access to your life. It's like being at your house, right? You ain't gonna let nobody in your house. You ain't gonna let nobody in your house that you don't trust. But once you start trusting a person, like, okay, cool, go ahead and come in. You let them in your house, and it's the same thing with your life, the same thing with your soul. So what a lot of people do when they see you as an opportunity, they're going to provide everything for you that seems right. They're going to provide everything for you that you're missing in your life. They're going to give you all of those things to take advantage of you, to gain your trust, because once they gain your trust, they can enter your life, and once they're in your life, they can ruin your life. That's how it works. So my antennas are always raising. So anybody who tries to come to me, here's some advice for you. Be real. Be from your heart. Because all of that fluff talk, all of that talk that's like, oh, I can do this and that. I'm telling you, a lot of people see you as an opportunity. You might not even know it because you don't even believe in yourself that much. You're thinking like, I ain't no opportunity. Like what I have in my life. A lot of these people, man, they see things inside of you that you don't even see in yourself. And a lot of these people, they want to take advantage of you. Right? I'm not saying everybody, but a lot of us, we let our guard down too easily. And I'm not saying keep your guards up all the time because you will keep great things for your life out when you do that. But you got to have discernment. One of the gifts that my mother, I feel like passed on to me, my mother was a woman of discernment. I'm telling you, my mother can see somebody like Trent, he ain't for you. I'm going to tell you right now, that person that's around you, nope. And I've had that gift. And I almost wish I don't have it because I can see it from a mile away. And I'm like, dang, like I really wanted to believe this person was good. Like I really wanted to believe this person was real. I really wanted to believe this person, but I have discernment. You know what I mean? And I always pray for discernment. It's something that a lot of us don't pray for. The ability to be able to decipher what's real and what's fake, to pick apart what's fluff and what's not, right? To see through the pretty language and actually see what's real in people's hearts. And a lot of us fall for that. And we allow people to enter our life that ends up ruining our life. How many people in here, just drop a heart, you have allowed somebody at some point to enter your life that shouldn't have been there, and they have really ruined your life? Maybe ruined, with an ED, past tense, your life that you have to build yourself back from. All right? I know I can raise my hand with that. So I want to share that with y'all, man. Like, when people see you as an opportunity, like people that will do you wrong, they will see you as an opportunity, they will act like they're for you. They will act like they're for you. And they might spend I've had people spend a year calling me every day, a year calling me their brother, a year doing all of that stuff, right? Just to gain access because I had something that they needed. You know what I mean? And they knew me, right? They probably watched these lives. They knew me, so they knew what they could do. But my discernment said fake. My discernment said that ain't right. My discernment, sometimes I ignored my discernment. Every time I ignored my discernment, I put myself in a place where my heart got taken advantage of. But I don't harp on that because even though my heart got taken advantage of, I still know me doing something good is going to be blessed by God. And I want to share that with y'all because some of us on this live, man, have been in that position. You're in that position, or you will be in that position. And it's tough. I talk to God every night. I'm like, God, man, I wish I wouldn't have the ability to be discerned so much because it's hard for me to build real connections with people. It's very, very hard. And I'm just being open and honest. It's very hard for me to build real connections. And it's not because I don't trust people. I always say I trust everybody, but because I can always take my trust back. Like I'll give my trust away, but as soon as I see that something ain't right, I'll take my trust back before I put myself in a position for me to be hurt, And I pray to God every night. I'm like, God, man, why did you create me like this? Like, why did you create me? And I'm my mother's son with that. And it's very, very hard because I'm always approached, right? Always approached with opportunity, always approached with this and that. And a lot of people have the best intentions in the world. You know what I mean? But there's some people that will act like they're for you when they're really for themselves. So I wanted to share that with you. So don't believe the presentation because people will present perfection to you. All right. And they studied you. They know exactly what you need. They know exactly what you want. They know exactly what you're missing. Right. Don't believe the perfection. Don't believe the potential. You might see something in somebody like, man, if we did this together, we can have all the potential in the world. I'm going to just be real. Sometimes even the greatest talents ain't the best fits for teams. Don't believe the potential. Believe the pattern. You know what I mean? Watch somebody's pattern. Watch when you don't give them what they want. How do they act? You know what I mean? When you're not a slave to their requests, how do they act? How do they carry themselves then? Do they still got the same love for you? Right? Do they still got the same love for you? Or does that love go missing? Right? When you choose you, do they still got the same love for you? Or do that love goes missing? When you do what's right for you, do they still got the same love for you? Or does that love go missing? And that's a big thing, man. And I don't understand it. I'm not saying I've never done people wrong in my life, because I'm sure I have, right? I know I have. But I've never done people wrong like intentionally, like to take advantage of somebody. Like, oh, I see somebody, I want what they got, I'm going to use them so I can get this and get that. I see that person's position, so I want to get next to them so I can put myself in position to win and use them. I have never been like that. Because if I have to use somebody else's life, right, to make my life better, I don't want it. I don't want it. Because I believe a genuine relationship is better than something that's fake. You know what I mean? Something that's fake. So I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I just never thought like that. I never been that way. You know, that's why it's very, very, very hard for me, just being open and transparent right now, for me to build real connections with people. You know what I mean? I hate that I'm like this, but I'll be real. 9 times out of 10, I'm like, what does this person want from me? And it sucks, but my whole entire life, y'all have to realize I've been a person in position. You know, I just have, you know, from the NFL to everything. And I've seen it all. That's why I talk about relationships so much, because I read an article on NBC, I believe, or CNBC recently, and it confirms what I've been teaching y'all like the last 13 years. It talked about, it said, the most successful people, the highest thing isn't emotional intelligence. It's relational intelligence, right? The most successful people, when I talk about success, I talk about peaceful, happy, fulfilled people. They have relational intelligence, meaning that they know exactly, you know, who they need in their life, what they don't need in their life. They know exactly who's who in their life. They know exactly, they can separate, oh, that's a friend. That's a real friend. Oh, that's just an associate. Oh, that's somebody who just wants to use me. Oh, that's somebody who really needs my help. Or that's somebody I can be mentored by. Oh, that's somebody I can mentor. A person that lives a fulfilled life is very good with discerning those things. And I take pride in that.